There really does need to be an interview process and an understanding of whether the solution integrator gets you as an organization. And often they don't, because they've got their own methodology and approach, and they say, we'll come in and do this for you. But it's like if I'm bringing a team of say a team in. I've got a basketball team on one side and I've got a baseball team on the other. I play baseball, completely different thinking, the way, the
Yeah.
strategy, everything we do is different. Yet I've got someone coming in who's going to, shoot hoops. And so at the end of the day, you need to really work. Are you understanding our business? Could you understand our business? Or does your methodology not have that adaptation or that adaptability available to it? And so interviewing is a big thing, and really knowing what you're looking for as the organization is helpful. Not all of the the really nice things that those big
Yeah.
consulting firms give. It's interesting, to have 120 slides in a deck
Hmm.
makes you feel as if you're really important. But
Yes.
when two of those slides only give you information, the rest are just how good is
Yeah.
is the solution integrator. You got to ask that question, I guess.
Yeah, have to have that level of, just overall understanding that that deck was probably used on, 20 other
Yeah,
clients,
yeah,
probably
that's
more.
right.
But, it's still very easy to get enchanted by kind of that shiny, just overall persona of those bigger firms. But there are some really great tier 2, tier 3, especially if you're not, a very large organizations to just look at specifically. So I think that's great advice. So when we think about you kind of mentioned it a little bit, the lock-in, what are some risks that we should be aware of when looking at working with a solution integrator?
Solution integrators usually like to have see a project as a long-term, I suppose, and this is probably being disrespectful, and I don't want to be disrespectful to them, but the basis of system integrators is billable hours. And so how do I see a long pathway of billable
Mm-hmm.
hours for me? And so what I want to be able to do is put a contract together that locks me in for that time.
Mm-hmm.
What ideally we need to do is actually break it into phases. So what are we actually doing so that we can say, well, that phase has been completed, we're happy, we sign off, we move forward. We might have a master services agreement that says this project's going to take 3 to 4 years or
Mm-hmm.
2 years or 6 months or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
And that sets our terms and conditions, so it should give confidence to them. But
Uh-huh.
it shouldn't be that I give the whole phase, for 2 years out. I can't think 2 years out. And so I need to be able to adapt as I go through to make sure that things are working as they should be, not the steam wheel keeps moving, and if I get in the way, I just get rolled over. and
Mm-hmm.
and that's often what happens when we sign these long-term contracts with solution integrators. It suits their purpose because they know they've got a steady income stream.